My name is Sean Allen. You're listening to Martial Arts Motivation Podcast 2. Today's podcast is all about handling fear, handling an uncertain situation, handling an opponent, emotionally handling failure, or anything really that is out of the unknown. What we're really actually facing is not the opponent, not the failure itself, but the actual fear involved with that. Let's look at it a bit deeper. Without emotion, we really can't do anything. I mean, think about it. Why did you start training in the first place? Well, logically it made sense to actually make a change in your life for the better. But it wasn't until it really hit that gut feeling, that gut level, that you actually started to create some action, to change your situation. It prompted us to move forward. The problem is that we sometimes find ourselves immobilized. There's a natural human reaction called the fight or flight syndrome. And that's a natural reaction which arms us when faced with imminent danger to be able to run like crazy or to stand our ground and fight. The problem is, through lack of knowledge of what to do, we find ourselves frozen in the middle. And that creates that inability to be able to act appropriately. Now, first of all, knowing that understanding a problem will be able to create an ability to be able to handle it better in future. So there are two sides to the whole equation. Number one is we want to do something about the problem itself. But the most important thing is to be able to understand how to do something about the associated feelings, the feeling of fear. Here's how to turn that whole thing around. Let's look at the types of physical movements you would make if you were starting to be filled with aggression. What would happen? You would grit your teeth. You would probably drop your head down slightly. You would probably even change your breathing just slightly. If you try that now, you'll probably find an aggression level or an assertiveness level will start to rise. So that's an actual physical tool that you can use next time you're in a class and you're facing a situation where fear is a factor. If you do those three things, tilt your head slightly forward, grit your teeth, and possibly even change your breathing so you're breathing through the nose, you will find you will start to be in control of your reactions to the situation and not have the situation rule you. Now, it's all good and well to be able to control our reactions, for instance, when we're in a nice garden setting like this. Let's look at a way we can use this in daily life, because it's not always appropriate to be able to summon up feelings of aggression. Let's imagine that you're in the traffic. Let's imagine that sometimes someone cuts you off or is very close to the rear end of your vehicle. The natural thing is to get a bit mad. Here's what we want to do. We want to not let the situation beat us. What I'd like you to do is to do the opposite of all of the aggression movements that we did before. Tilt our head up slightly. I want you to smile instead of gritting your teeth. I bet you're doing it already. And the last thing is to control and relax your breathing. You are now in control of the reaction that was previously going to control you. So that's a way that you can take your martial arts skills to serve you out into daily life and not be ruled by your emotions.